for personal reasons, Ben and I have decided to abstain from sex for 365 days.
Girl, bye. Just kidding.
Hi, I'm Jack.
Hey, I'm Ben, and this is Ask Jack and Ben. Welcome back to another video, beautiful people.
Good to see you.
How you doing?
Have you subscribed?
Huh? That was quite direct. Okay.
I see you sitting there watching the video, not pressing that red button.
As you know, we're going to do another Ask Jack and Ben today, and if you'd like to send in a question, you can send it in through the link below and go to the contact us page, Ask Jack and Ben, send it to us, and then we'll try and get it done in a video. You guys and your questions are just, I'm telling you, we have the best subscribers out of any YouTube channel because y'all are just too much.
Everyone's life is like Real Housewives.
I know.
There's so much drama going on. I love it.
It's so juicy. I'm here for it.
Firstly, we need to give this guy a name.
Oh, it's a guy?
It's a guy.
Okay, Bob.
Okay, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
So I'm 22 and in my final year at uni, and I've never been in a relationship.
Okay, ooh.
I don't sleep around because that's just not me, and I'm not a big fan of using apps because I feel that most guys have ulterior motives on there, and I'm more of an old school guy in terms of meeting people.
Oh,
so I guess that means like you'd rather meet someone in a bar than on Tinder or something.
Yeah.
My main question is there anything wrong with me, seeing as I don't use apps and don't sleep around, and the fact that I haven't had sex or a date in over a year? Do you think I'll ever find anyone, and do you have any tips on how and where to meet people judging from my situation?
Is 22 years old in the final year of university and hasn't had sex or been on a date this year. We are going to separate this, so do you want to go first or second?
I think we're going to do this as a discussion because there's a lot to talk about.
I think that the first point I would like to go into is the fact that I don't feel like he's making the most of university experience.
When I was in uni, everyone paints a picture of university being like sex. It actually isn't that. It isn't that. And you can turn that face up and everything, but I've also met a lot of your friends and it wasn't sex for you either. So you might get it twisted.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm excused.
Excuse me. No,
it's not like that. Everyone has this idea that university is heavily based around sex. It actually isn't.
Who's saying it's not based around sex?
You're like, oh, to me it's not normal that you haven't had sex. Like, it's completely
That is
normal.
not
That's what you said.
I'm
That is what you
saying.
said.
The reason that Bob is writing in is because he wants to meet somebody. He's saying, I would like this opportunity to meet somebody, but because I'm old-fashioned, I haven't yet had this opportunity. If he's British, then there's so many towns in the UK where there are no gays. Like you said for yourself, when you came out, you were probably one of the only gays in the village. Yeah. So what better time for Bob to explore his sexuality than in a university town with students that are there also exploring their sexuality. This is the time to put in a little bit of effort. Just the time. Huh? This is the time of your life, Bob. I will start my own YouTube channel, Jack. Don't come for me.
Bye, Felicia. Okay.
I'm so bullied on this channel. Guys, help me.
After reading your question, I feel like you may have confidence issues and you don't fully believe in yourself because if you want to meet someone at university, that is the easiest time in your life
Trust me.
to meet people.
Oh gosh.
In my opinion, I met so many people in university who are great friends. Everyone's social. I didn't sleep with any guys at uni.
You lying scoundrel. Show me those receipts. Or the lack of.
You didn't let me finish my sentence.
Oh please, continue, Jack.
That people knew about.
Oh. Okay.
I was on that DL. Most universities have LGBT societies.
Oh, I'm not a fan of those.
That you can go to. I don't care if you're a fan. If you want to meet gay people, you can go there. If you're the kind of person, if you're the kind of person who's not going to use an app and wants to meet someone in real life, then you have to put yourself in the situations to meet someone in real life.
I agree, but then on the flip side of that, this is so much shade. No, in fact, this isn't even shade, this is real life. I have never been the type of person to want to go out with someone that would join like an LGBT society. if that makes sense. Pride never really represented me. LGBT societies with like their rainbows and stuff never really represented me. I think it's difficult when you're in university because you see like this LGBT society which is like parading around with rainbow flags, like yeah, gays. And I'm standing there, I'm just like, okay, I'm gay, but I'm not militant. Like I don't need to like force it down people's throats. No pun intended.
Okay. My LGBT society, I wasn't actually a member of it.
We are the worst gay men ever.
You were the worst person ever.
You are not weird for not having been on a date in the past year, for not having been in a relationship ever in your life, and for not using apps. However, I do think it's quite weird that for someone who wants to do all of those things and you're not using all of the means that you possibly could. Yeah. I have been there, and when I moved back to London from Asia and I wanted to meet a new man because my ex-boyfriend was an absolute waste man, no shade. I said I wasn't going to use apps because I really didn't want to be that type of gay, and
then he met me.
Well, no, the thing is, you know what I mean? Like,
on an app?
The problem is that you associate apps with like really thirsty, sex-hungry gay men, but ultimately, apps are the best way to meet people, and it's so annoying.
That you will meet someone in a bar. If you go to a gay bar, 20% of them will be straight, 20% of them will be girls.
Yeah.
That leaves you with 60%.
Just making sure you can add up. Yeah, I know you struggle with math sometimes.
So my point is that 60% that you've got left means that you have to narrow them down to people who are your type, people who are single, people who also are attracted to you, and you're left with 3 people. And chances are, those 3 people are on apps talking to 100 other people.
And the other thing is, you need to find those 3 people, so that's going to require you to network the entire night to find them.
You have to guarantee that those 3 people are also looking for a relationship and not just a hookup.
Girl, yes! Slayed it! That was really clever.
Thanks.
I think you are completely correct, because ultimately, in the same way as when my parents told me they didn't want to use Uber because they had taxi driving friends and they wanted to utilize the old service because Uber is like a really evil corporation, blah, 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 blah. I said to them, at the end of the day, if you want to stand on the street corner and poke out your arm for like 10 minutes in the rain, waiting for a taxi, then you be my guest. But I'm going to be on the corner, tapping away, get my taxi to come, 5 minutes later it arrives.
I'll pick you up though.
Yeah, that's it. I'll pick you up on the way. But that's what it is with an app. It's like, it's not just sex-hungry gay men now, depending on the app. There are men out there, just like yourself, who do want that relationship and do want that commitment, but have acknowledged that an app is just the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just so easy. Why not embrace technology? Like, we have it available to us. It just means that you can sort through thousands and thousands of men and immediately, boom, like that's the one I'm interested in. Is he interested? Yes, he is. Let's do this. Case in point, it works. It literally works. And not to be like Oprah, apps changed my life, but it's genuinely the easiest way for you to meet somebody.
Yeah, I totally agree. I actually am a massive advocate of using apps to find people to date.
The other point I'd like to make about apps is one thing that one of my best friends once said when they went to a bar in London, a gay bar. He went into this gay bar, he didn't like using gay apps, so he was trying to meet someone in a normal way. He went up to this guy at the bar who was his type, started speaking to him, and the guy was just like, oh yeah, you're really cute, blah, blah, blah. Skip forward a few hours now, and my best friend asked this guy for his number. He said, oh, I don't give out my number, you can find me on Grindr.
Lol.
That's the difficulty by not putting yourself
really
into
sad.
that world. That is the state of our nation. That's what I'm saying. What did he say about he's never been in a relationship?
Yeah.
You can rush hookups, but you can't rush relationships.
You
mate.
also have different types of people. Like you go from relationship to relationship.
Yeah, I'm a relationship person.
I'm really not a relationship person. Like if
Thanks
you
for
and
the
I,
warning.
No. As in, like it's rare for me to be in a relationship.
Well, it's not been rare for the past 3 years.
No, but if you and I broke up, within a week, you would be talking to another guy with intentions of being in a relationship.
No! Oh, shut up.
No, honestly.
Jack, I am 25 years old.
Look at your path.
Bob, we're gonna quick fire through your questions to give you our advice, and then other people will give you theirs. So, is there anything wrong with me seeing as I don't use apps and I don't sleep around?
Yes. Because I feel like you should use apps.
Yeah, I agree. Is there anything wrong with the fact that I haven't had sex or been on a date in over a year?
No.
You're 22 years old, like, you've got time, mate. Do you think I'll ever find someone?
Yes, probably. Not 100%.
Don't I probably?
No, probably.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say yes.
Don't ever become a relationships counsellor. That is awful.
No, chances are you will find someone.
You might do.
No, chances are you will. No, I'm not going to cushion it and pretend that the world is all rosy.
You're so harsh.
No.
Just tell
Bob,
the boy he's going to meet somebody.
Bob, chances are you will find a perfect person. However, there's a possibility that you won't.
Bob, you are going to meet someone incredible. Don't worry. Do you have any tips on how and where to meet people, judging from my situation?
Yes, either be on an app, so not Grindr, Tinder, or Jack'd, or go to gay bars with friends. Don't be one of those people who go on their own, no shade.
Don't be a creeper in the gay bar, stand in the corner like.
Yeah, and just have fun. Because,
yeah, man.
And do you know what? If you're looking for something, you're not gonna find it.
So, babe. Okay, so the question we would love you to answer is, have you ever been without sex or without a date for a year or more? And what advice do you give Bob for his situation? How can he change this? Let us know down below. Peace!